Welcome back to Play Paladins. Today, I'll be playing my trademark Drogoz in a high ping environment. Even though I'm on my home server, the OC server, you can check out my ping on the right hand side right there. You can also check out yours by pressing F9. I plan on thrusting into the air so I could get the bonus damage and two-shot that Victor. That was an unreal hook by Makoas. I see Bomb King pinned down, so I decided to target him. My shots here aren't a kill ying, it's just a trap in a corner so my teammate can kill her, and I detonate my spit just as Androxus' reversal runs out. Now my plan is to just rush forward and zone. Up here in the high vantage point, I spot out the Victor on the left side. I stand still for that spit because it was crucial and hit 2 targets, knocking the enemy back and reducing the Victor to half health while my team can help support me up front. The Victor is being a bit of a nuisance and I get a critical first shot. My spit manages to collide with the roof before I detonate it, so I am unable to finish off the Victor. Bit of a misplay by me by not noticing the flank on the left hand side, and Androxus is rewarded with the kill. Androxus is probably the bane of Drogoz. As you'll see in this game, I'll be more than a match for this Androxus even with my ping. An easy decision to spit the Victor who's hiding behind a corner, yet I'm unable to finish off what should have been an easy kill. An uncharacteristic failed fire spit over there. Here I'm just trying to burn down McCoy's shield to find rockets. I prefer to be up on the roof so I can easily thrust and kill perhaps the Victor who's standing up there, or normally a Kinessa. This time the Androxus is unchecked on the right hand side. I managed to get a critical shot while both of us were in mid-air, and I finished it off with hitting his reversal from up top. That was great because he got targeted in 2 directions at once. Drogoz is the true king of the skies. Now that Drogoz is out of the meta, I feel like he's a really niche pick. He is absolutely great on Timbermill with his unmatched vertical mobility. On Timbermill, Drogoz is really a flank damage hybrid. He can 2-shot a Kinessa before she even knows he's there, and then he can thrust away to another rooftop in seconds. You'll notice that Drogoz wasn't picked up much at HRF. This is because the players weren't used to the low ping, and that means they'll have very little time to adjust. Differences in ping make it extremely difficult to precisely land your projectile shot. Your spits will be fine, but the key to being a good Drogoz is to land your basic attack, which deals a huge massive damage of 950 even without the thrust bonus damage. You'll notice that I'm holding off using my ult. That's because I'm saving it for a certain someone on the enemy team. As soon as the Macaw ults, I'll ult as well, eliminating his 10k HP pool in 1 hit. Should opt to give up this push because the enemy has both Macaw and Bomb King on point, while our front line is down. I want to talk about one crucial thing about Drogoz's spit that is often missed, and that is knockback. You are able to control where you knock back your enemies. So in most cases you want to knock your enemies towards your team. That way there will be even more follow-up damage than the 1k initial burst damage. This is my preferred route as Drogoz, as I am easily able to surprise whoever's on this rooftop. I should 2-shot this Bomb King right here, but it takes 4 instead, which is twice as long. I tried to hit the Androxus in midair and narrowly missed, and that spit was intended for the Androxus but managed to catch up the Victor. Here, this is something I would advise not doing, dueling an Androxus in a closed environment. Although I backed myself there, but I got punished for doing so. Notice the new route I'm taking. I'm going straight to point, and I try to throw a spit to help out the Grok who is vulnerable in his ult. Now this is the time I've been waiting for, to get that 10k damage stat. I actually hate using Dragon's Fury with high ping because you miss quite a few times and it makes you look like a dummy for doing so. Androxus is in love with me, as he should be. Another misplay as I thrust into a Grumpy Bomb, but my momentum actually still manages to keep me safe. The enemy should have regrouped and are now recontesting having a team fight. Again I get flanked from the left by the Androxus. I go straight up in the air to see if there's anywhere safe I can fall back to, but I find none. So I decide to go forward in amongst my teammates where it will be harder for Androxus to finish me off. Also notice how that knockback isolated the enemy Ying, allowing me to get that easy kill on her. Again, I should be finishing off this victor here when I got that initial first shot. Now he's sending me for a loop-de-loop, which is a bad play by me. At least now I have the high ground and I can see which direction Androxus will come for me in. Also, as a projectile based champion, it's easier for me to shoot someone shooting down on them, and that's why I normally use my space bar and F to kill someone. I'm trying to kill the Ying. That spit, I decided not to detonate her because she already had run away from the explosion radius. And I should have managed to kill her, but that was another misplay by me. Crucial spit on Androxus, allowing me to one-shot him if I landed, and I managed to get it in mid-air for the second time in this game. If you guys haven't seen my SEA final tiebreakers round video, you guys have to see it. I managed to pull off an even more impressive mid-air shot against an ulting opponent's Drogoz. You gotta see it to believe it. Here you may be asking me why I was standing still into an Androxus ult. Firstly, I wouldn't mind if I got hit because it meant that my team who's all grouped up wouldn't get hit and I would only take the shot. Secondly, I needed to detonate the spit so I could keep the pressure on the enemy team. Here's my perfect start to a round. Thrust up, 2-shot Canessa, come back down, annihilate the tanks, and then go for the zone. This time around the victor doesn't go up on the rooftop, electing to come down below, and again he sends me up for a loop-de-loop. He was right next to me just then. I should have finished him off. He was like, had a couple health points left, but he's come back up yet again. He tried to send me for a loop-de-loop. Here I'm just trying to push him out. I'll be extremely lucky if I hit him. And then Androxus actually pushes me out. So I decided now a good time to fall back to my healers to re-heal. And now the victor's back up top. I'm waiting for my thrust so I can challenge him again. I've already been flanked by Androxus twice on the left side, so I'm making sure that he doesn't do it 3 times. I'm just now throwing spits to pressure them out. They have to get on the point, but they're also gonna have to take my damage. I definitely should have hit that spit right there, and that was a double kill gone begging. Now I'm just trying to destroy some Ying illusions. I tried to knock the Ying forward, but obviously I detonated too late. I'll release a Drogoz video where I have my normal pick, so you'll be able to compare how Drogoz and other projectile champions fare on high ping environments. I'm excited to see the use of Salvo with the new upcoming buff and seeing if it will be useful now, as nobody ever uses it right now. As you've seen, I never use Salvo in this video, nor do I ever use it in any of my Drogoz games. I hope you found this video entertaining or helpful. I've always wanted to put a Drogoz video out there. As always, learn, play, repeat.